I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
I'm spitting it heavy, the mission is steady. A bitch is a jelly, I'm ditching the petty. You're digging for pennies, I'm itching and ready. I open my heart when I listen to Shetty. I'm bold like a boss, but I'm little like Debbie. I know what the boss, I got richer than Getty. I'm holding the guap and I'm whipping the Yeti. Yeah, Kari can play with advanced moves. I'm fucking my girl and her man too. I'm sticking the ball like the Randu. My soul is the one that I can't lose. I soak up the sun like a sand dune. I'm holding up love with the bamboo. I'm rolling the blunt by the candle. Taking the game, running it back without taking a drink. Yeah, I'm the one and I'm making a wave. Rolling the blunt and I'm blazing a J. I'm escaping the brain, go straight for the cake. I'ma take to the bank, not taking a break. I'm made for the race, I pray for the day. I wake with a bake in the greatest state. Are you living in a box? I'm bigger than a box. I'm spitting to supply my bread. My vision on the top is living like a boss when I kick it in a nice white jet. I'm quicker with the bars, I'm wishing with a one. Yeah, I'm dipping to the bar, I guess. I'm switching like LeBron when I spit it in song. My mission is to try my best. Taking a stab, but I came with a bat. I be chasing to grab my goals. If you hate in the back and you ain't with the facts, don't be faking and act like bros.
Welcome back to MMA Underground, your favorite part of Tuesday. I'm one half of the dynamic duo known as Buddy V, killing it with the one and only
Sam K. And man, we got two phenomenal guests in the building tonight, all the way from StreetBeefs Scrapyard. We got the one, the only Crazy Legs in the building.
Yeah.
And all the way from StreetBeefs OG Yard, we have the one, the only White Lion in the building. What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, my guys? It's good to see everyone.
Chilling.
Right.
Good to have y'all on.
Yeah, it's good to be
It's gonna
here.
be fun today.
Yeah.
Hey, that intro be killing, man. That you know. I've been thinking too, like we need like a new intro, new season thing, but I love that song so much and like the way it's cut and edited.
It really
Nah,
is.
Ryan.
Like, that's the perfect intro. Then I'm
Slow
ready to
intro.
go hyped.
Yeah. Wakes me up.
So,
Hell yeah.
now that we're live, I'm having a good time. I'm excited because, I have been excited to love watching both these guys fights. And I know that Crazy Legs, I was going to start with you real quick because I know that while you had a fight on your birthday this past weekend, you also had a fight 1 week prior to that as well. And you got the win. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Was that kickboxing or you want to talk about that?
Yeah, kickboxing. Yeah, I'm hunkering down kickboxing for a little bit. Like trying to like I had a while back I had a title fight for regional title fight and like for kickboxing. And like I got my ass beat. I'm trying to get myself back to that level to get that chance to have a regional fight. Because the regional, because before the regional was just handed to me because my history of street beefs, but like I for sure wasn't ready for that title fight. The guy who I went against was a monster. Like he was he represents the US team, US Muay Thai. Yeah, God, he represents the US Muay Thai team just like Free Smoke does. So like he's up there. And it's just like that dude was like he was the first guy for sure, like actually leave like some lasting marks in my face. And like I just have to get to that level to like be able to like get a rematch with him. So like right now I'm just hunkering down kickboxing, trying to raise my level so I can get that rematch.
Got a quick question. Now you said that was a boxing match, right?
No, that was kickboxing match.
That was kickboxing. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, White Lion, man, I have been a fan of your fights for a long time. And I was going through some of your fights again. I remember I was watching the One Row versus No Excuses, and I saw some of the like real crispy speeds. I mean, real nice uppercuts. And it really, I wanted to ask you, like, what's some of your training like? How do you prepare for some of your fights? I mean, I really enjoy your fighting style.
All right, so I used to be self-trained. I started 3 years ago. Like when I moved down here to Florida, it was kind of like a little joke. I had a business. I was cleaning restaurants up in Ohio. Moved down here, and I was cleaning the gym. And when the coach was there, was like, "Hey man, you getting a bag over there? Have you ever like trained or whatnot?" And I'm like, "No, I've never trained." He was like, "Well, I got some guys that are your size. You want to spar with them?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So like, I kind of made a joke to them, like they all watch Street Beefs. I watch Street Beefs. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go fight on Street Beefs. And then that's when I had the fight with Paradox. And then the following weekend is when I fought No Excuses. So like I was telling you guys earlier, like I dislocated my jaw in the fight against Paradox, so it got stopped. The following week, I went ahead and fought No Excuses with the messed up rotator cuff from the same fight with Paradox, and then the dislocated jaw, and I ended up winning that one. So it was an interesting, I guess, 2 weeks that in August.
Yeah, that's some backstory I think we needed as fans and fellow fighters, bro. Because I watched both fights and had no idea that they were back to back like that, and that you went into that fight, the fight with No Excuses, with those injuries. I noticed in that fight with No Excuses, you seem to be the obvious better fighter out of you two. It was obvious, you were better than him. You didn't necessarily go for the kill. And I wanted to know why was that? Because, you have some of us who go in and just, kill. And then you have some people who take in consideration that I don't necessarily have to do that. Or was it the injuries?
It's like it's like I tell everybody, whether I was injured or not, like I don't fight to hurt somebody. I fight to, okay, Street Beefs. When you get into a ring and it's obvious that you're better than somebody, I knew just by the way he squared up and he's in his stance and everything that it was going to be, it was odd. And then after he started throwing punches, I was like, all right, so I don't have to go really, really extremely hard or, go dummy stupid and try to hurt him. There's no point in that, I'm not in the ring to hurt anybody. I'm in the ring just to have fun and enjoy what I do. Yeah, I was injured, so I was a little bit slower. I didn't really have the power that, I should have, like when I was fighting Paradox. But it wasn't out. My intent wasn't to hurt anybody. So it wasn't even in my mind to like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of this guy. To me, that would have been really disrespectful on my part. And I like No Excuses. He was cool. He's a cool guy and everything. We talked beforehand. He came up to me as soon as he seen me enter the yard over there in Tampa. He came up, shook my hand, was like, "Hey man, it's an honor to meet you. I'm glad I get the opportunity to get in the ring with you, man." And even he was like, I saw what happened last week. I respect the fact that you still here. You showed up. You gave your word, and you're here. And I'm like, yeah, man. If I give my word, I'm gonna honor it. I'm gonna stick to it. So.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
Crazy. Let me just bring that question from bringing Smoke back up. We gotta know the cat's name.
Oh, my cat's name is Lua.
What is it?
Lua.
Lua?
Yeah, Lue. Like she's my little shoulder cat. Taught her how to. She started doing her like when she was a baby.
She's kind of big.
She's fat, yeah.
Yeah, she ain't little.
She's a little chunky. I know, God's got a couple pounds on my shoulder right now.
Yeah.
But she's relaxing.
So you're constant training. Yeah, once you're ready to leave the house, take the extra weight off.
Yeah. But no, she's a little cuddle bug for sure.
Now, crazy, you just had yourself a phenomenal match this past Saturday. Do you want to talk about that? Because we had your opponent on the show a few weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to talk about it. What do you want to
know? So you had a huge fight with King Kai, former boxing champ. And, man, you handled yourself like a technician in there. Just walk us through the fight, what you were thinking, what you were feeling.
Well, for sure, I was feeling my last fight that I had a week before that. Like my legs and just like energy overall wasn't like there as I needed to be. But like I was for sure, it was my birthday, so I was for sure pushing myself to like be my 100% and not lose because I was gonna let King Kai have the opportunity to talk his shit because I already knew he was. So I'm just like, let me win on my birthday. But no, going in that fight, like I kind of already had it. Like I already had a game plan. Like I had a game plan set for like a few months because like me and King Kai has been talking about like fighting for maybe like the beginning of the year, just about. And like since then, I already told him like I already been watching his fights and like I already know he doesn't check leg kicks, like all of his fights. he's just always eating leg kicks. I'm just like, you better be working that before we fight, because like I'm about to eat you up. And like I told him that like a few months ago. I guess he didn't take it to heart, and like in the game plan, I already knew once I started throwing those leg kicks, he wasn't gonna check them. So like every chance I had, every opportunity I had, every opportunity I had to like throw a leg kick, like I just threw it. And, like he didn't check shit. It was just like it was easy. It was an easy fight for me in general because like I said, I had a game plan, and like the game plan went through flawlessly, and like just overall my training has been crazy. Like I've been leveling up a lot. Like I finally found like really decent coaches who are like tailoring the training to like my type of fighting style. So like he's teaching me a whole bunch of shit. Like during my fight, I literally used like maybe 30% of like everything that I've been training with, everything I've been training for, everything I've been working for, maybe 30% of the combos. So for sure, that's like a bad side for me because like there was a couple combos I really wanted to get on, really wanted to use against King Kai, but I just never got the chance to.
Say that one more time. Really, you broke out on us.
Those combos, like I'm gonna start really. Okay, I said once I like really started perfecting those combos that like I was gonna use in King Kai, like my whole game's about to level up for sure. Like you guys like that fight I had with King Kai, but like I'm for sure not at my top performance yet.
See, that's crazy because I was gonna say the one thing I really enjoyed about that was these spinning back kicks. They were fast, precise, and I was just like, "Woo, crazy!" Yeah,
I'm telling you, my guy, like those spinning back kicks are the back kicks I've had like since day one. It's just I never had like the confidence to actually like throw them in a fight, and now like you guys are actually like starting to see them come out. Like there's a lot of moves there's a lot of moves I have in my arsenal. I just haven't like start using them yet because during a fight it's a little bit different. Like you have that nerve wracket. You're nervous to like throw just anything out there because you don't want to get hit with something.
I noticed we saw that more so with King Kai. Kind of the hesitation. And you were very consistent with the volume. For about 2.5 rounds, you had a consistent pace. Talk to us a little bit about cardio.
Cardio for sure takes a main point of that fight. My cardio, I start gassing at the end of the fight. Like that's kind of my fault. I wasn't like I usually try to not redline my cardio so I can just keep on going. But that fight I kind of just fucked up a little bit and end up gassing at the end of the fight. But like I already knew at the middle of round 3 the fight was mine. So like I really didn't need to keep on firing. I just had to make sure he didn't get a 8 count on me. That's why at the end you kind of just see me kind of just like I'm still in there, but I'm really just like kind of playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Man, see,
but
I really enjoy these fights.
For sure I need to work on my cardio. I need to work on my cardio for sure. That's like the main thing I'm about to work on right now for the next coming weeks. Just working on nothing but cardio and refining my combos and shit like that.
See, you can't always tell because I saw like obviously you're pushing through, but I thought your cardio was like, man, you got in between rounds that you're breathing. But as soon as you go back out there, I'm like, damn, man, this guy's not letting up.
Yeah,
okay.
Like my cardio has its moments. Like there's some fights for sure. I'm just like, I can go 100% the whole fight. And other fights, I'm just like, let me just take it easy because my cardio's not there. But like that's probably my diet probably plays a role in that for sure. My diet's shit. Like I'm just eating whatever out here.
And what's your take on cardio? Because I've seen several of your fights, man. You come out and you're throwing the kitchen sink, usually in the first round. So how does that affect you in your fights?
That's more so when I first started. I'm more patient now. I've learned how to pace myself a lot better. Not only through, going through StreetBeefs, but also going through a lot of the other orgs that I've gone through. And now being a pro bare knuckle now.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, so like I'm in a gym now and everything. I just started in the gym February, and a lot of my two of the coaches up there, they always tell me I overwork cardio. I didn't know that was possible. But yeah, I run 3.5 miles to the gym every day, and then I run 1.5 miles back. So I go the long way to the gym, and then I take the short way back home after the gym. So like I jog like 5-6 miles a day. It's kind of ridiculous. And my coaches be telling me like, yo, like you're doing it way too much. You need to slow down. Maybe just jog one way. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that, man. I'm so used to, the cardio aspect of it. So my cardio has definitely improved. I've become more of a patient fighter versus just like you were saying, loading everything in the first round and just going. That was more of my mentality when I started. But now, I'm 15 fights into my career. When you take my overall combat record and everything, so it's like, I've grown. I've gotten way more patient, and my cardio is way better now.
Oh man. And I was gonna say I liked when you fought for the neighborhood boxing league. How'd you get into that one, or would you ever go back to it?
That's actually like I was telling you with Unknown. Me and Unknown's got cool after my first fight up in Virginia because he helped me get up there and everything. So shout out to him and everything, man. He really looked out for me and helped me get my pro career started and everything. So a lot of it I owe to him. He hit me up and was like, "Hey man, they need another guy to fight one of their best guys," and I'm like, screw it, man. I don't back down. What's the weight class? And he was like 185. And I'm like, bro, I'm like 165, 170 right now. So screw it. Let's go. Let's do it. So I went ahead and did it. And it was fun. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you watched the fight. I got a lot of racist crap thrown towards me. I was like the only quote unquote white guy there. But all they did, it drove me even more to perform better. The video online, they only put 2 of the rounds. They took out one of the rounds that I actually was dominating the guy, their guy. So they took that one out, and they only put 2 rounds where it was I consider one to be his and one to be a draw. So I feel like that was more of a draw. But it was a great experience to be able to fight under adversity and learn how to overcome adversity and stuff. So when the crowd's against you, it's really hard. To concentrate and actually focus on doing what you're supposed to do.
It's funny you mentioned the crowd because I first watched all of your Tampa fights, StreetBeefs Tampa pop-up events, and there's always a crazy crowd at those events. Mm-hmm. And I believe it was your last fight with the taller boxer. That was a really crazy fight, man. Can you talk a little bit about that fight and how it was for you in that fight?
All right, so that one, that was the fight where I came back from being gone 15 months. I had to take a break 15 months. I broke 3 ribs actually in the fight against the neighborhood boxing league guy. He broke 3 of my ribs in the second round. I actually finished that fight with the 3 broken ribs. And then I think 2 months later, I fought a guy named or JR in Tampa as well with the 3 broken ribs. And I didn't know they were broken at the time. So like I didn't know until after that fight that they were broken. So it was tough. I thought it was just muscle damage and stuff. But yeah, it was a crazy experience, man.
Awesome, man.
No, that was. Ooh, man, I couldn't imagine that. And I was gonna ask Crazy, have you been hurt before, Crazy? Because I don't think I've ever seen you like. I mean, I've taken some bad spills. We always like to ask some fun ones, and I don't know. Have you?
I mean, I'm always hurt. I hurt myself in every fight. I'm hurt now. Like the fuck. I just don't show it. Like every fight, I'm usually always overextending my arm or fucking ankles fucking tweaked out a little bit. Just always the small injuries. Like I've never been like seriously injured or been like childhood shit, like breaking my arm, doing stupid shit, but nothing like fight wise. Like I haven't been hurt too much. Like luckily, surprisingly, haven't had like a serious like bloody nose. Like of all the hits I've taken, of all the like powerful hits I've taken on the nose, straight on the nose, like not a single drop of blood has dropped yet. It's crazy. Like I don't know.
Crazy names.
I don't know if I just got a strong nose or a strong head or what, but it's just like
crazy nose.
I guess so. I guess.
I want to ask both of you, but let's start with Crazy Legs. How did you guys get started in fighting? Like, what started your fight career in general?
I always wanted to be a fighter, really. Like, I was always one of those like scrappy kids who were just like, they were cool with everyone, but like once you like got me going, like we were fighting. Like it was all and over, and it was all and over with that shit. But no, for sure, like I just never knew how to get into like the cage fighting and like sanction fight type shit like that. And like I didn't know how to join a gym. So like because of that, I was just like kind of just doing my own shit, trying to see who would like fight me, what random person would fight me on the street type shit, you know. But then all of a sudden I randomly came across Street Beefs, and like I literally didn't know what Street Beef was until like I ran across Scrapyard, and then I did my whole little like research, and I was like, oh, this is a whole ass fight org that's been going on for a couple of years now. And apparently everyone knew about it but me. It was just like, what the fuck? And then I found out Scrapyard is literally just around the corner. It was just done deal. I signed up and got my fight. Yeah, to answer your question, King Kyle, yeah, I was a street fighter for sure. Like I said, like I was always on the street, just fighting whoever was wanting to fight me.
What'd you
like,
say?
I don't have to be in a bad mood to fight. Like I can fight someone as a mood. I can fight someone right now and like come back and have a whole ass conversation with someone. Like I can be happy as fuck and just be like, hey, let's fucking go to war and come back and fucking break bread or some shit, you know.
Before we get White Lion's take, what's the dumbest street fight or reason you got into a street fight?
This goes back to like elementary wise type shit. Like some kid said some kid told me he fucked my sister. So I'm like, I already knew it didn't happen. So I'm like, okay. Fair enough. I wouldn't even call it a fight. Like I bitch slapped the fuck out of him, and I picked him up and threw him in the trash can. And like it was the funniest shit ever. Like I already knew I can beat his ass. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna like waste my time like beating your ass. I'm just gonna bitch slap the fuck out of you, pick you up, and you're an ass in the trash can. Like it was funny. It was kind of like got in trouble for it, but at the same time, I'm just like, you're not gonna fucking say that shit to my face and like not have something happen to you.
Point had to be made.
Yeah.
Real quick, is he head first in the trash can or is he feet?
Nah, he was butt first, my guy. Like I threw his ass in there. Like he had to get out like a damn turtle.
So his legs are in the air, like
yeah,
he's in the
legs in the air, like he was all like that, Phil.
He folded like a lawn chair.
Like I was done.
Hell nah.
Wow. And White Lion, how did you start your fight career? Like, what drew you to fighting?
Honestly, growing up, I was bullied a lot, man. And a lot of people, like, I tell people that, they laugh at me, like, bro, you weren't bullied. Like, I was bullied a lot, man. I grew up in foster care a whole lot of my life. And, you know, I got bullied and picked on for it. And I would always lay down. I wouldn't, you know, I always had the heart that, you know, okay, whatever, sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but words can never hurt me type stuff. Like, nothing you can say is really going to affect me. But then, you know, it got to a point, put a dog in a corner. So, eventually he's going to bite you, you know. And I just started fighting over, you know, people looking at me funny, you know. If I felt like you were going to say something to me about me not having parents or me not having a mom or a dad or anything like that, like, I just ended up fighting you. And that was about 7th grade. I just got fed up with it. So it was crazy. Yeah, actually, I was on the West Coast, Arizona and California. I was in foster care a whole lot. So I'm actually from out there, born in Barstow, in Death Valley and everything. So I'm actually from the West Coast out there. But I got adopted in Ohio. And when I got adopted, I was bullied even more. It was weird. And the kid that bullied me the most, I actually beat him up in the bathroom. All because he made fun of me because I didn't have a mom. I got adopted by a single guy. And he was telling me that, you know, I got adopted for some gay stuff. It was dumb stuff. And come to find out, this kid was adopted too. So he was picking on me because he was projecting his negativity, you know. And now looking back at it, you know, it was stupid as hell. But that's pretty much how I started fighting, man. You know, it's because I always got bullied and people, you know, I just got fed up with it. So I was like, man, screw it, I'm gonna start protecting myself. And then, you know, it just came into a thing. And then I was cleaning the gym down here in Florida when I moved down here 3 years ago. And like I was telling you guys earlier, one of the coaches there was asking me, you know, if I had trained, and I'm like, nah. And he was like, well, I got some guys your size, you want to spar? And I'm like, let's go. And then, you know, I was sparring. I was pretty much beating up a couple of his guys and everything. And then he made the joke that, you know, I'm going to go on Street Beefs. And then I fought on Street Beefs for the first time 3 years ago. And I haven't looked back, man. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with combat sports, bro. I never even had the confidence to do it. And now, you know, I'm overconfident, but I don't show it.
Facts, Smoke. Facts.
Appreciate it, Smoke. Yeah, definitely. I fight for kids, man. Like one of the reasons I fight is for bring awareness to men's mental health and you know, kids in foster care that are going through a lot of stuff. You know, so those are two of the big reasons why I do fight. Just because a lot of people, you know, they tend to forget about men's mental health, and they tend to forget about the kids who are in foster care. Like they were already forgotten by their parents, and now the whole world forget about them too. It's like, so you know, I definitely bring awareness to all that kind of stuff. Just because to me, it's something that hits home deep in my heart.
I love that. Get to send a message, set an example, and people can look up at something positive too. You know, punch problems in the face.
Right.
Now, I had a question for each of you because this pertains because all of us have, you know, some longer hair. And in the fight, sometimes the hairband falls off. Sometimes shit gets moved around. Have you ever had the hair kind of hinder your fighting because it's gotten in your face and it's swaying and you're like, well, fuck?
Yeah, for me, like, of course, like, just, well, I'll let you go first, my guy.
Oh, no. I was gonna say not really. I've had my hair come out, and it's like a curtain that goes over, but it's like they're my antennas. You know, they pick up vibrations. You know, that's why I look at it. So it's like I'm in a different mode when I feel my hair come all the way down. I'm in a whole different mode, man. It's like I turn into like an avatar or something like that. Like I'm not the one seeing stuff. It's my hair that's seeing it. So it's like it's weird, man. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Okay, I like that.
For me, like when I first started like growing my dreads, like it was for sure a problem. Just one dread over my eye, it blinds me. But no, like after a while, I just started like training, like just hard sparring with my hair just down, and like this shit always comes off because people would be sliding this shit off and shit. So like now, like I'm kind of used to it because I'm expected to my hair kind of just going crazy. So like as long as it's not like all on my face like this and shit, like I'm good. But no, like I'm kind of just like used to it at this point. Like the longer it gets though, like I'm seeing like fighters with longer dreads than me. It's just like the shit that they're going through. It's just like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of like style or some kind of like something, because my hair is gonna get heavy.
I'll tell you the best thing. My locks are like almost down to my waist. One of the best things I do is I put it in the Viking braid, man. Just one single braid all the way down, and that helps out a whole lot. It's a lot easier to control one thing swinging around than 120 things swinging around. You know,
like right now, I just like been putting like in a high ponytail right now, but like people be hitting my ponytail. It's just like it feels like they're hitting my head. It's like you're hitting my hair. Like,
right.
Fuck.
The braid is the best way to go, bro. The braid is the best way to go. It
definitely is, man. I've been doing that a whole lot. Like I'd say my past 3 or 4 fights, I've been rocking the either the two fishtails, one on each side, or I do the single braid down the back, just one single one.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a tip, man. It's protection. It's protection. If it's in the right location, if it's the right size braid, my glove is here, my braid is here, I got extra protection. You know, I got extra guard. You know, the only thing is like if you got it,
the beards too.
Yeah. If it's thick enough. The only thing is like sometimes this shit'll fuck around and hit me in the eye.
Yep, every time.
And I'll be like,
shit. I stopped in the eye a couple times. Like, fuck.
But like you said, the Viking braid is just one. You got it all the way back. And all of our hair is long enough to where it's going to stay behind us. It's not going to, it's not going to come from behind your back. So.
Oh, mine does. Mine swing because even when I have a single Viking braid, man, it's about halfway down my back, and it'll still swing over my shoulder and stuff, and hang about right here over here. So I'll have it swing side to side and everything. It's crazy.
Wow.
See, well, the funniest part for me is my girl braids my hair and stuff. And I've tried different products, but I'm Mexican, so I'm used to like Tres Flores and some of these pomades, and they do not work for braids because you get a little sweaty, a little water or something. All of a sudden, it comes out, and then my hair frizzy halfway through the day, and I'm like, this was just done like 5 hours ago. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh man, I sat for nothing.
Beeswax, man. Beeswax was the best.
Yeah.
Beeswax.
I seen one guy, man. I had to tell this dude. This one dude, man, was using his braid. He was using his braided dreads as an attack. He had his shit dreaded. He had a lot of dreads, and he would dip his head down and send his braid forward as a fucking attack.
Yeah.
He was doing this shit. I'm like, bro, you can't do that.
You got that shit off X-Men or some shit.
So, man,
you can see on a couple of my fights. You can see on a couple of my fights in the Tampa yard where my hair's got in my face, and I kind of fling it up, and you'll see it like it's weird how it all uniformly like goes back and everything, and you'll hear everybody in the crowd like, "Oh man, that shit was cool. I wish I had hair like that to be able to do that. That shit's cool." Boom, boom. I'm like, "Oh man."
yeah.
Damn. I can dig it. And I was gonna say, you say what?
He's over here punching with his hair.
Right, man. I'm gonna have to try people. My neighbors be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Who? Don't worry about it."
Hair attack. Telling you, man. What was that game? Bayonetta? That bitch would use her whole fucking hair and make a dragon out that bitch.
Man.
What you about to say, buddy?
I was gonna ask Crazy. I know because you were talking about having you went to a few different gyms before, and you have a gym that you're really good at now. You're elevating to another level, and I know that you got you're one of your coaches like Druid logo or something. Did you happen to have something to show that in a physical form to show us the new Crazy Legs logo?
I don't have it printed right now. It's still like online.
Oh dang!
Like, I don't have a printed file, but like for sure, like. You see my new logo. You see my new logo. Like it's pretty fire. And like my coach just kind of like made that on the fly. Like he just asked me random questions. He's like, "Hey, what do you like? What's your favorite color?" All that other shit. And like I woke up. It was like, "Hey, here's your new logo." I'm like, "Okay, fuck." Like I would put that shit on. I would tattoo that shit on my body right now if I could. It's like it's pretty damn fire.
You can't show us a glimpse of the logo?
It's online, so you gotta go on my Instagram.
Damn, I ain't got ID.
Yeah. Like I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's pretty on fire. Like my coach, he's put in a lot of work. Like he's making reels for us. Like he has a whole fire store for us, like for Fire's uniform. Like he's making logo for me. He's giving me like he's giving me training and like regiments specifically made for me. Like he's giving me fights. He's planning out my future as a fighter. Like he's putting in work. Like he's my coach, but he's working as a manager too.
Right. This is good because fighters need to hear this. The guys who are trying to go to the next level, the guys who are trying to already on that level, you know, they need to know like this is critical key people that you need a part of your team as a solid coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, for sure.
I want to ask both of you. Go ahead, Whiteline.
I was hard headed about that for the past 3 years. I just got in the gym in February. You know, I waited until after my pro debut last October to finally find a gym because I tapped out as far as how far I can take myself being self trained and just watching videos on YouTube and everything. So now I'm finally in the gym and like it's the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing in the world. Like I have a manager and then I have a coach. So like it's two different people, but if you like he was saying, like you definitely need a manager if you're trying to take it to another level, and you definitely need to be in a gym. Coming from someone who's self-trained for 3 years, like you definitely need to be in the gym. It's the only way you're really going to advance.
You said something critical too, man. You can only go so far on your own with that self-training in the backyard, in your garage.
Yeah,
you know,
with your homies.
Yeah. That there's a plateau that you reach. And if you're trying to go to the next level, amateur pro, you're going to have to go to the next level in training.
Definitely.
But I want to ask both of you, though, how do we get our names? Where did that come from?
Good Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Well, for me, like I'm pretty sure I said it before. Like Crazy Leg was the first like nickname I ever like had. Like it was like I gained this name. I was like in maybe like 3rd grade, some type shit.
Wow.
And, like yeah, like because like I was just like one of those kids who enjoyed using his legs. Like I was fast as fuck. I was always in track, running around, like kicking people just for the hell of it. Because like if I kicked you, I'm already running, and you're not catching me. So like. What you gonna do? Like, you gotta wait till I slow down, and then you might be able to catch me. But like, my legs were crazy. But no, like that was just the name that I had. And like when I first joined, I was gonna go with the name Genshi because that's my current gamer tag. But like, it's just a name that a lot of people always have questions about. A lot of people don't know how like fully pronounce and some bullshit like that. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to deal with that in real life, so let me just go with something that's easy, something that like kind of like means something to me. And it was just a done deal. It was just Crazy Legs. Like I already knew right off the jump, it was just Crazy Legs. And like it kind of just goes with me. Like I said, I enjoy kicking people. Like my main fighting style is mainly kicks, so like it kind of just like it's me.
You definitely got powerful kicks, man. I be watching a lot of your fights, bro. Like you did, like I did two kickboxing matches, bro. Like it's not for me. I wanted a kickboxing, not for me. I did those as an amateur, so with no training in kickboxing.
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
And this is me like before I even like start seriously like conditioning my legs. Like my legs aren't conditioned at all. It's just me like. It's just the fact that I've been like always fucking up my legs when I was a kid. Like, you know, like I was always getting hurt and fucking up my legs as a kid. So like they're childhood conditioned, but not my legs aren't fighter conditioned right now. It's just childhood conditioned. So like once I actually like start conditioning my legs, like I'm about to start fucking people up. And that's just the mindset that like that's just another hurdle I need to jump over. Cause like right now, as you guys are seeing right now, like my technique is there and everything. But right now I just need to actually like start getting my I got it. I need to start getting my workout regimen like in order. I need to get my diet in order. I just need like get all the nitty gritty in order, and then that's when I'm actually like going to start getting up there as a real fighter.
Oh, you're a real fighter, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm lacking. There's a lot of things I'm lacking. It's just like it's up to me to change that shit. Like I can't leave it up to my coach to make me eat better or train at home and shit like that. That's something I need to work on.
Hey, eating better. You say that. I'm like, I feel bad.
That's looking good. Let me get one.
Man, you can't tease me, man. I'm dropping out of 155, bro. You can't be eating stuff like that in front of me, bro. You're going to have me relapse.
Like, they want me fighting in 145. I'm just like, I've never been that weight in my life. Like, fuck, 155 is a fucking battle for right now. It's like, fuck.
I ain't never been 155 since high school, bro. It's different for me.
Goddamn. But no.
And what about you, White Lion? What's the backstory on the name?
All right, so as I said earlier, I'm a very spiritual person, and I'm obsessed with a lot of Native American and Egyptian and African cultures and everything, just because of spirituality wise. And if you look at what a white lion is, there's only one place in the world it's found. That's in the Pride Lands of Zulu, in Africa. And it's said that they're descendants of the sun god. So a lot of people think it's because I'm quote unquote white. You know, I call myself white lion. That has nothing to do with race at all. It has everything to do with spirituality and the fact that they're so rare. And a white lion is so rare, and that they represent a fire and a passion, and they're very spiritual beings. So that's where it really comes from. It comes from a very, very deep meaning.
Awesome, man. Who is that? Mr. PTV. Who is that? Who are you? You said you've been on here before?
Pillar.
The Pillar? Okay.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Name yourself.
Shout out to you guys. I know that King Cow was asking y'all earlier how many yards that y'all have been to.
I've only been to Scrapyard and West Coast so far. Like, I want to go to OG. That's like, gotta get my money right.
Yeah, I've only been in the OG yard and the Tampa pop-ups. I've been wanting to go out there to the West Coast, but now that, you know, I'm pro, my coach doesn't want me to, you know, fight in street beefs anymore and stuff like that, and don't take the risks of getting injured and everything. So like Lil Mac, like Sunshine's doing for Lil Mac right now is, hey, Lil Mac's pro, so all he can do is spar. So at the June 1st event, if anybody wants to spar him, y'all can spar, but it's not a fight. You can't fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's about the only thing that I would probably be able to do. I've been wanting to pop up to one of the events to just, show respect and show love and everything to everybody. I wanted to do the East Coast Invasion, but I'm a boxer. I don't kickbox. I don't do MMA. And if I'm pro bare knuckle, I can't box in street beefs. So I'm not confident in my MMA or kickboxing. So I just can't do it.
Well,
and then I got to fight June 14th.
Like not everyone.
Yeah, I don't know,
not
man.
Everyone throws kicks like I do, man. Like some people throw like me. Like they think they're kickboxer. Like, nah, you got to throw a little bit more than that.
Yeah, my first kickboxing match, I took a lot of thigh kicks. I didn't know how to check a kick. I didn't know how to cut off the distance or anything for kicks, and I actually tore a ligament in my leg, and I was in a immobilizing brace for 6 weeks, bro. That was horrible. I couldn't run. I couldn't do anything. I was mad.
That's important.
Was that the Flex fight series?
Yeah, that was one on Flex. Yeah, I ended up tearing a ligament. Yeah, in my leg. So it was pretty bad, and it was weird on that. I had 6 boxers pull out, and they kept saying, "Oh no, he fought on Street Beefs. I don't want to fight him." And I'm like, "What does Street Beefs have to do with anything, man? What the hell?" They're like, "Nah, he has too much experience. He's not a debut guy." And I'm like, I'm a debut amateur guy though, And my Street Beefs film, along with my 2 only amateur sanctioned fights, is actually how I went pro. Is based off my Street Beefs fights, honestly, because I have film on it. I have I was 4-1. In the yard between the OG yard and Tampa yard, and that's really how I went pro, was off of those fights.
Yeah.
So for everybody who doesn't think Street Beefs is going to help you, like Street Beefs, Street Beefs has a lot of respect in the fight world. You get a lot of haters, but there's a lot of respect for Street Beefs fighters out there, and a lot of people with the commissions in states, like, they respect Street Beefs as far as, for experience and ring experience and stuff. So it does help you out.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, I kind of stopped telling people my Street Beef record, like, in general, because a lot of fighters just backed out because they think I have too much what's the word? I have too much ring time. So like they just won't fight me because I'm so and so at a scrapyard. But no, like to answer who answered that Smoke, how it helps them, how checking kicks help. I'll say, like, for sure, kickboxing, checking a kick, like, it leaves what's the word? You trying to help me out some, K? Like, how does checking kick help?
I would say, just off of my experience, right?
Yeah.
I dealt with a kicker in my Muay Thai fight, and as soon as I checked his kicks, he stopped kicking.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, once someone,
if you don't like the kick, man, learn how to check a kick.
Yeah,
it's a nasty block.
Kicking a checked kick isn't nice, isn't fun.
It's a nasty block that leaves pain on the kicker. So,
especially when you angle that knee down into their shin.
Yeah,
bone on bone action, but I am more so on offense than him.
Yeah, pretty much like that. Like, checking kick, it protects you more for a kick. Like, the kicker is going to get hurt more than you getting kicked. You checking the kick. Like, yes, you checking kick's going to hurt, but the kicker is going to be hurt more.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's where those seasoned shins come in too, like Crazy was saying earlier, because I know some people, they tap their shin, it's like, ouch. Some people, they kick metal bars, it's like, bing, and they're like, that's it.
That's my coach.
Like, one of my fucking sparring partners, like, I just clashed knees with him a little bit. Like, it was a little baby tap. And, like, his shin fucked up my shin for the whole last week. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? Like, I knew he had strong ass shins, but the fact that, like, we just kind of, like, baby tapped each other and he fucked up my shin, it was just like, what are you doing? Like, how are you training your shins? Like, it was all bad.
Yeah, but I've never done kickboxing without shin guards. So I'm afraid to get kicked without shin guards on. That's why I won't do it. It hurts, man. Screw that.
But yeah, like I was saying, like how you say organizations kind of like respect Street Beefs and like they go off that record. Like because of that, like I was able to get a regional opportunity and have a regional title fight because of that. because they saw my street beef record and like, hey, you're obviously ready for this title fight, and they gave me that title fight right off the back. It's just like I just wasn't ready for that shit. It's just like it was a good fight. It was a good opportunity for sure. Showed me what I need to work on, especially. But no, like because of that, a lot of people have been backing out from my fights because they see that I have fucking 20-5 in Street Beefs or whatever, and they're like, oh, he's a goddamn champion. So like they're not trying to face me. But like on paper, if you look at him as a fighter, like it's a decent fight for me. But they don't see it as a decent fight because they see my Street Beef record. So because of that, I just kind of like stopped bringing my record in general and just like go off my sanctioned amateur record.
He's cheating. But look at the record.
I mean, kind of. But like even still, like people still know me. Like I don't go off that record, but people still know me. Like I'll go in a goddamn sanctioned fight and be like, oh, that's Crazy Legs. Like, how do I know you? It's like, yeah, you know me. Like, yeah, like hi.
That's crazy you said that, because my sanction fights, everybody already knew me by White Lion. Like as soon as I walked in the building and everything, they said, oh, there's White Lion. You know, I know you from Street Beefs. I'm like, wait, what? Hold up.
I would say both of you guys are very you guys are like household names to your branches. But Crazy Legs, you stepped on the scene a little bit different than everyone else, man. You were one of the first fighters to outside of fair play. You're one of the fighters who brought in the costume game into the fight game. Can you talk to us about
I was gonna say that the maid.
Let's talk about
the maid
that.
outfit, man. That's the first one I watched of yours, man. When you wore the maid outfit.
I wore the maid outfit. I'll tell you when I wore the maid outfit because like a while back, if you guys remember, I wore the sailor outfit. Yeah, like that was a whole ass like male outfit, guy from male section, but people are still talking shit. So I'm like, okay, like if people are gonna hate, let me give them something to really hate. And like I already knew people were gonna hate on a goddamn maid outfit, so I'm like, let me fucking buy this $5 maid outfit and let me just fucking wear it for a day and see what happens. Like I literally do that shit off. I literally do it away after. And people are still talking shit about it and spend months. Just like, okay, like if it's really like,
man, I thought that shit was great.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like people saw the joke as it was, but like people in the comments are for sure like real, like getting like mad about it. I'm just like, why is what I'm doing affecting you to the point where you're trying to fight me over it? Like it's wild. But no,
it was funny when you did that fight, man.
Yeah.
When you did that fight, the I forget what his name was. Is that Jay in the Scrapyard that announces the fighters and everything? Is that who it is? Was that Fire Chicken?
Oh, it's Fire Chicken.
So he couldn't contain himself, man. He was laughing the whole time trying to like, man, I was losing it, bro.
Because I didn't tell Fire Chicken about it. I'm just like, hey, I'm about to do something. Be ready. Like I was like about it. It's like it's about to be fun. Like
that was amazing, man. I thought that was awesome, bro.
Yeah. Like I already knew I was gonna have a whole bunch of mixed feelings about it, but at the same time, it was gonna be something people were gonna talk about, and like it was a mission accomplished for sure. People were gonna talk about it, and like it's been months. Like I said, it's been months, and people are still, hey, didn't you wear so and so dress way a while back? And I was yeah, like I've done other shit too, but like nice for remembering that shit.
What started it?
That was the first fight I ever seen of yours.
Yeah, bro. Okay.
What started the whole costume? Like, I believe you stepped into the scrapyard with costumes, right? I remember the onesie and all that.
My first fight, like, no, it wasn't in costume. It was just me wearing like a Dragon Ball Z type like tank top shit. I guess.
Okay.
Guess he counts that costume, but
still,
it was just workout tank top. But no, what brought the costumes is literally like, if you follow my page at all, like I'm a raver. Like I go to parties. I'm always doing fucking crazy shit. So like I'm buying these outfits for these parties and shit like that. So like I'm just like, if I'm buying these outfits for like one day out of the year, let me have another reason to wear these outfits. And that's pretty much what you're seeing. What I'm fighting and what you see me fighting in is shit that I would be fucking go raging having a party in. It was just like, I woke up one day, I'm just like, I don't feel like changing clothes, but like my onesie's right there, so let me put it on. And like it was easy. Like I like onesies, they're easy to put on, like they're comfortable. Like as you see, I have one on right now. I fucking pre-ordered like 3 yesterday. Like they're comfortable.
Oh no. I was definitely gonna jump on that before you even brought it up, Fire Chicken.
I'm looking at the screens. Goddamn, Steve's trying to start shit. That's what he's doing.
It ain't even starting shit.
It ain't
even starting shit because these are legitimate questions, right? Because
okay.
we brought up White Lion coming to the West Coast. Far as we got the invasions going on. We have a group of West Coasters going to Scrapyard, and then we have a group of East Coasters coming to the West Coast. We would love to have White Lion on the West Coast.
Man.
But my question is, A, is Crazy Legs fighting anyone who's coming to Scrapyard? And B, is Crazy Legs coming to the West Coast to fight someone?
For the first question, yeah, like I originally was gonna fight Showman, I believe, because Blink messaged me, said like Showman wanted to fight me in MMA. I was just like,
the West Coast is Showman?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he said he wanted to fight me, but I was looking at his fights and like, bro's just a hugger. Like all his fights.
Oh no.
All his fights. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen all his fights, but the fights I've seen so far, like bro's just a.
He's got belts outside of Street Beefs, I'll vouch for him in that regard.
Okay. So he's not just a hugger and like ground and pound type of guy.
No sir.
Well, anyways, from like the list Steve put out, I guess Showman's only boxing now. So I'm just like, I don't know. I wasn't really interested in that fight in general. I'm not really trying to box, but
it should be kickboxing. Y'all should kickbox.
I'll kickbox him, but we'll see. But I don't want to fight him because he doesn't interest me. I'm trying to fight people that interest me, and because of that, I picked Diesel as my fighter.
Wow,
like, Diesel's boxing, but like. I want to fight Diesel. Like it's
interesting.
It's been day one. Like I have no beef with Diesel, but like he's kind of just one of those guys I just want to hit just cause. Like,
okay.
We can hard spar, but like I'm fighting hard sparring, but he's kind of too far to hard spar. So if we just got to fight just to fight, like let me just punch him a few times and we can call it good.
Is that official or is that just someone?
Yeah, it'll be official. Like Diesel doesn't have a matchup already. And if he's coming to Scrapyard, like I'm down to fight him. And I'm pretty sure he's not gonna say no. So why not? Like I don't enjoy boxing. It's boring to me, but I'll fight him just for the hell of it, you know. Like I said, I wanna punch him just a few times, you know. Just, yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a fun fight.
This is in Scrapyard or this is in West Coast?
This is in Scrapyard.
Okay. And are you coming to the West Coast?
That's a maybe. I have to like, because I was talking Smoke yesterday about it, and like I believe he wants me to fight Jesse Drakes.
Jesse Drakes.
Yeah, he wants me to fight him.
It's the perfect fight.
Yeah, I'm down for it. But it's
that
just like
I
gotta check my schedule, see what the festivals are looking like, and I'll let you guys know for sure. But like I'm down.
That's the perfect fight.
I'm just not willing to miss any festivals for that.
Got you.
But no, I'm down for it. I'll let you guys know by like the end of next month if I'm down, if I'm going for it or not. But no, it'll be a good fight. Like I'm down for it.
Fire.
And if I win, he's giving me a goddamn free tattoo. Like,
ooh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm getting a damn free tattoo.
He's a great artist, bro. Yeah. He's a great artist. Fucking Crazy Legs and Fire Chicken, who should still be watching. Fire Chicken, if you're out there. You need to show up to the West Coast. That's all I'm gonna say. You and Crazy Legs need to show up.
Fire Chicken was at the last one.
That was last year at the last one. A lot has happened. Time has passed. All I'm saying is, Fire Chicken, you should show up. You should be there. Crazy Legs, you should be there. We got raves all year round.
All year round, but it's just like I already missed one. I'm just like, fuck. The lineup was too far to miss. Like I'm feeling hurt, just not going. I'm feeling hurt.
I feel you. Just as a fan, though. Yeah. This is me speaking as a fan.
I'm over here.
You know what I mean? This is Street Beefs history. This is potential Street Beefs history that you're making. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. That's why I fought King Kai. Like right now, like I said, like you already know, like I'm doing sanctioned fights and all these other fights. Like, and then it's just the point. it's getting to a point where like I can't just like always just to be fighting every month and shit like that. Like my legs hurt. Like I already fought fucking 2 fights this month. Like I'm over here wobbling just to get to work and shit. Like it's not fun.
Yeah.
And like I'm getting old, so like I have to start picking my fights. So for
man,
sure,
you
like,
young, bro.
I'm still young, but I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it.
Bro, I'm 35.
Like,
I'm 35. I'm gonna be 36 in a couple months, bro. I'm old.
Okay. No,
Nice.
my bad. But no, like for sure, like as I said, like I'm in sanctioned fights and everything right now, so I have to start picking my fights and not just be fighting everyone, and like actually only have the only go for the high profile fights, the ones that are actually going to get the views, the one that like someone actually like really want to fight, the ones that's actually going to be like a really good match for me and like push me as a fighter, not just a easy win just to get it out there, you know.
I agree.
And that's for sure why I fought King Kai, because like he was just someone since day one, like I already knew sooner or later we were going to end up fighting. Like he was around my weight class, like he was doing a little bit of everything. Everyone say he's a monster. I'm just like, I see this boy not checking any leg kicks. Like I got him. Like it was just done deal. I got it done.
Yeah.
I know I wanted to ask White Lion, being a pro bare knuckle fighter too, with some crazy lineups in the whole roster. Is there anyone you think you might want to fight eventually or coming up here soon for one of your fights?
Man, I make this joke all the time, man. I watch BKFC all the time. Austin Trout got something that belonged to me for real. Right now, I'm not ready for that fight yet, but I want that fight. You know, I don't know if you guys know who Austin Trout is. He's a great boxer, bro. And I know I'm not ready talent wise for that fight, man. But I want that belt, you know. But my next fight, June 14th, here in 2 weeks, is actually on BYB. I'll be fighting in the Trigon against this guy named Craig Williams. So everybody keeps telling me it's gonna be an easy fight because he's 0-3. I don't look at people's records, man. Every fighter's one punch away from a victory, you know. So I don't underestimate anybody. I don't care what the record is, man. We're all warriors. We go into the ring, you know. We all got talent, you know. All it takes is that one punch, you know. All you gotta do is place that one punch perfect. So you know, a record don't mean nothing, but man, I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be weird because I'm gonna be going to 155. I've never fought under 165. I'm usually walking around like 180, 185, 190. Yeah, I'm gonna be 6'3", 155, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Got a lot of advantages.
I usually walk around like, I usually walk around 185, 190, but lately I've been walking around like 165, 168 is my regular weight. So it's my consistency in training and my diet. You know, I eat a lot of fruit. You know, I eat fruit. I don't eat until noon. I stop eating at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. You know, so like my weight gets fluctuated a whole lot. Man, it's hard, man. It's dedication, though, man. You got to
those midnight snacks.
Dedication,
like,
bro. Man, listen, bro. It's hard not to do it. But no, if I want a snack, bro, I go and I grab an apple, or I grab a handful of blueberries, or a handful of strawberries, or I cut me some watermelon. You know, watermelon is one of my favorite things right now. I eat watermelon every day. Like it's great. I don't know why I like it so much, but I eat watermelon every day, about 3-4 times a day.
Seeded watermelon, not seedless.
Seeded. All your fruits got to be seeded. Yes, seeded watermelon's the best because your nutrients and everything come from the seeds, man. I'm an herbologist, man. I practice shamanism, so like I get real deep into the herbs and stuff, and the different herbs and stuff. Yeah, I read tarot cards, oracle cards, all that stuff, man. I deal with the crystals and gems, all that stuff, man. So I'm a different kind of person, bro. I'm not everybody. Everybody looks at me and just sees a face, you know. But you know, I'm a very spiritual person, man. I got a very deep side that I don't really share with a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to handle it, you know. But yeah, man, there's a deep side to me.
Now, here comes the part of the show where I have to be the bearer of bad news and say that we unfortunately are going to have to wrap up the show with Samke asking if you have any final questions for both of our fine, awesome, amazing guests here tonight.
Not an actual question, man, but if you two want to let the viewers know something about yourselves that they don't know, now would be a good time. Just something that you feel people need to know about you as a fighter, as a person.
Oh man. Let's see.
Yeah. White Lion, you want to go first?
Now you go ahead. I got that. I got to think about it a little bit, man. I got to think about it.
Okay. I'll keep this shit short and sweet. I may be a soft-spoken guy. I may joke around a lot and smile, but don't get it twisted. I'm about that life. Like, I'm one of those guys that beat the fuck out of you and smile at you, laugh at the same time. Like, just gotta let the world know. Like, I got so many haters that they're too scared to test me, but like, I'm here. You know how to find me. Like, I'm not going anywhere. So come see. Okay, your turn.
All right. Kind of along the same lines, man. You know, you see a lot of these fighters out here. You know, they cherry pick, bro. I don't cherry pick fights. You know, I tend to try and take on the best of the best. You know, regardless if I can, if I'm capable of doing it or not. Just because I like a challenge, man. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not improving. You can't advance yourself. You know, so I've never been one to cherry pick or anything like that. I think if you guys go through all my fights, I probably had 1 or 2 easy fights my entire career out of 15 fights. You know, my debut was a guy who was 13-3 with 11 knockouts. You know, he in amateurs he was considered knockout king down here in Florida. You know, and that was my pro debut. And you know, my nerves got to me. I lost that fight. Worst loss I've ever taken. I took a body shot. Bare knuckle body shots are crazy, but it made me throw up. And that you know, that was the hardest loss I've ever had. But you know, but yeah, I don't cherry pick, man. You know, I like to take on more experienced opponents and everything. So when I lose, it's never a loss, man. It's a win because you know, I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna grow from it.
It's awesome, y'all. Awesome.
Sure.
Well, shit, if y'all want to give any of your social medias, any plugins, now's the time.
Yeah, like I'll start. Like I said, I have an Instagram. Follow me at crazy_legs 147 on Instagram. Like if you want to see all the shenanigans I get into, all the outfits that I can't wear in the yard and shit. Like check me out, you know. Like I have a whole list of outfits that are just waiting in the mail, waiting to be shipped, you know. Shit's about to be fun this summer. And fucking follow my fight team, Team Karma. Like I said in my fight with fucking King Kai. We're going places. And like I said, I'm not even the fucking best fighter on the team. We got monsters and monsters. We got pros that are fucking making waves in the pro scene. Like we got fighters. Check us out.
All right. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. But anyways, Facebook is this name right here, the James White Lion Bodner. I believe my Instagram, I just changed the name on my Instagram. I believe it's bare knuckle _ White Lion. On Instagram, you can follow me there. All my upcoming fight news is gonna be on there. Like I said earlier, June 14th, out in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I'll be fighting on BYB in the Trigon. So everybody tune in for that. Show you support. I appreciate it. That's pretty much all I really got. And, you know, shout out to my coach D at Heart of a Warrior boxing gym down here. You know, it's one of the greatest gyms, hole in the wall gym, but it's one of the greatest ones. And we got one of our fighters that are actually going for a belt in boxing, pro boxing here soon. So we got some animals there too, man, you know. But yeah, man, just stay tuned. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. It's gonna be a crazy career, but I'm here to, you know, show love and support for everybody in Street Beefs and bring everybody up with me, man.
We zoom back on him.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Man, it was such a joy to have both y'all, man. I had a blast Tuesday. That's why I always have the bear bad news. I don't want to end it, but I have to. I'm
It's
like,
all good. It happens.
Yeah, it was a great show, y'all. Great show. We appreciate you guys and your time. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Like shit.
Yeah, too, man.
Until next
episode.
Right, heck yeah. Man, that was a blast. Every single time, man. I just have too much fun. That now, like you guys always now that you guys always know Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week. So
Pretty much. Great show as always, man. Oh shoot, we got some commercials before we end the show with our segments, right?
Yep.
It's funny. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah? Like I wouldn't even say we're influenced by 90s music as much as I would just say we're influenced by good music. You know, I think we're very genre diverse. You know, like we're not really fixated on one particular era or genre of music. I think we just kind of and you know, it shows in our music too that we kind of take the elements of whatever that we do enjoy and try to put it together some way or another. And I think that's true for all of our music.
Musically, would you call yourself polyamorous?
Polyamorous. I like that.
Oh, that's unique. I haven't heard that one.
We're gonna start using that, Jay, on all our like
Listen,
files and stuff like that.
If I was y'all, not trying to be funny, I would probably make that the name of a song or an album.
That's good. I like that. It's kind of like a
cool idea. The album and every song is a different genre.
I'm putting that in our bio right now.
I have my moment.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from Yankee and the Brit bringing you some exciting news. King Palms and Yankee and the Brit are teaming up together to give you an amazing deal. Head over to kingpalm.com, use promo code KPYNB to save 20% off your entire order. That's right, 20% off your entire order just by using the promo code KPYNB. If you want to enhance your smoking experience,
Yeah, Sound Can the Fire 5. Let's start things off. Street Beefs OG Yard, you see it. Pimp Daddy White Chocolate versus Hispanic Causing Panic. First off, these guys have the best names in all of Street Beefs. I'm just going to put that out there. This was a great fight. The first round, these guys are feeling each other out. Second round, they turn it up. I mean, we saw flurries, heavy kicks, heavy overhands, a little bit of grappling and wrestling. And as we say every episode, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. This fight ends in a double TKO or a draw. We'll just call it a double TKO. Definitely looking forward to a rematch. Check this fight out. Street Beefs OG Yard, Pimp Daddy White Chocolate versus Hispanic Causing Panic. Yeah, taking you all the way to Street Beefs Scrapyard. You see it. You're trying to look this fight up. The title is there on the screen. This fight is between Leroy versus Lucky Man. These two wasted no time. They're throwing heat straight from the start. Both putting forth a great effort, trying to gain momentum. The body work here was very effective. As we say every episode, cardio is key. Cardio is key, but so is conditioning. Conditioning is also key. Street Beef Scrapyard, Leroy versus Lucky Man firefight. Yeah, taking you to Street Beefs West Coast. You see it. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago. Nobody versus Knee Fight. This was a light heavyweight title match, boxing. This was a great match. Striker versus puncher. We got a great mix of attacks. We got a lot of power punches as well. We got a lot of volume, and volume is key. It was a great test for both men. Once again, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. Firefight. Nobody versus Knee Fight. Street Beefs West Coast. Yeah, now we're taking it down to Dirty South. Street Beefs Dirty South. This is a fight between Rooster and Sergeant Slaughter. This was a great fight right here. You see the timestamp. These two didn't waste no time. This was a quick and explosive match. And we got a beautiful finish. Street Beefs Dirty South, Rooster versus Sergeant Slaughter, firefight. And the final firefight of the night, we're going back to the West Coast. Knight Rider versus The Great. This was a boxing match as well. And we got a lot of back and forth throughout the rounds. We got a great mix of combinations, heavy hooks, slips, counters. The emotions were high in this fight. By the end of the fight, comment who you believe won. This was a firefight. Knight Rider versus The Great, Street Beefs West Coast, Samke and the Fire 5.
Fire 5. Booyah.
Yeah. But shit, we ain't done yet, huh?
Not yet.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Ooh. Gotta keep y'all on your toes. You know how it goes. Now, Scrapyard, where we already start off with the amazing Austin Barnes. Now, I was just blown away with the cover when I first saw it. I clicked on it, and as they came out, I mean, this man was amazing. He was throwing kicks, throwing punches, and I was just really seeing him push forward and continuously go and trying some things that I feel like, man, I want to see you train some of these moves and see what you could do with some extra training and level up. So I want to see him come back because I believe it was his first fight. So I want to see him. So amazing Austin Barnes. Then second one from the Street Beef West Coast, the Hazardous. Now, I actually picked him because I believe his opponent El Vamputo before he had fought. And Hazardous was his first time back after 3 years, he said. And I was like, what? No way. So I went back, watched the fight, and that alone, most people sometimes they never come back. It's been that long. He came back. He definitely looked faster and everything else. So let's see some more. You came back, so come on. Let's see some more. Let's get it going. So, yes, Hazardous. Fighter to watch. Third from the OG yard, Hector. Man, he came out. Yeah, he was swinging. He was fighting, and he was trying to get going. I'm not going to lie. I underestimated him just a tiny bit when I came out, but he ended up getting a real nice TKO, and he definitely showed a lot of heart, a lot of skill as well, more than I expected. So I was like, well, shit. Every time I start thinking something's going to go one way, it goes to remind me you can never judge a fighter ever. And kicks some ass. So Hector from the OG yard. Dirty South, Blue Muscle. I think one of the few ways I could describe this fighter is like, holy shit. I mean, he's a mass, he's got muscles, and just the way he fought was aggressive, and it was just like, oh my god, it was exciting. You're getting loud in your own room as you're watching the fight, and then you realize it's the crowd in the video too that's getting loud, and you're like, oh my god. So I want some more. I only saw the one fight. If you have more, I couldn't find it. Please, Blue Muscle, give me another fight. I need to see some more of you. So those are my 4 fighters to watch.
Nice. Great picks. I got to go check out a couple of those that I hadn't seen.
Heck yeah. Man, that was a fun time, but what do you say, Samke? Is it about that time?
About that time to wrap up, man. But it was a great show, man, as always. Great show. Great guests. I want to go ahead and thank our guests tonight. Highly appreciate you, Crazy Legs. Highly appreciate you, White Lion. It was a great talk. You guys go look up these guys' fights. Great fighters. Great fights. I want to thank everyone in the live chat, everyone watching us live, everyone watching us on replay. We appreciate you all. We do this for you guys. Shout out Street Beefs OG Yard, Street Beefs Scrapyard, Street Beefs West Coast, Street Beefs Dirty South. We do this for you all. Shout out to Overtime Hustling Magazine. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. For those of you guys who aren't aware, we do have 2 invasions going on in the future. West Coast going to Scrapyard, East Coast coming to the West Coast. So you guys be on the lookout. All the branches are popping right now. I wanted to say thank you to Buddy V, greatest co-host. Thank you to Jay, greatest producer. Don't really do the social media, so if you're all trying to catch me, I'm here. Same time, same place, every week. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed, please do now. We appreciate it. And that's pretty much it for me.
Hell yeah. Well, shout out to zwellworld.com. You know where to go for some super fun, awesome merch because the spring collection is still here. Some of this shit's almost completely sold out. My tracksuits, I'm down to the final ones. So if you want it, will you be one of the final ones to clear out the size? I don't know. Other than that, I'm having so much fun on the Zwell _ Buddy V Instagram. Stories have been popping. I did the treasure hunt around my whole town. People are going crazy. I even got my kids' teachers in on it. They came to school wearing all their merch today. It was kind of cool, actually. I was like, all right, okay. So yeah, we'll go show a little love, go show a little support, and you never know what kind of new stuff might just pop up. So gotta keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, thank you, Samke. Thank you, Jay. I have a fun time. Thank you, everybody out there watching with us. And as we always end the show, Jay's famous words: one world, one love, deuces.